Why are pool pumps so expensive? And if you just type that question into Google and searched for it, you probably went shopping for one, saw the prices, fainted on the ground, and when you woke up, you Googled that immediately because this is crazy. What are you talking about? It's now thousands of dollars where it used to be hundreds of dollars. You were probably thinking a few $100s, and what you're probably looking at is a few $1,000s. So what changed? Well, specifically, something changed. There was a new rule that came into effect in regards to energy conservation, and it's determined that the old style swimming pool pump, which is a single speed motor, is just too inefficient for modern day use in swimming pools. And so you now have to use a variable speed swimming pool pump. It's a lot more complicated, more moving parts, little computer control bolted to the top. And as a result, it costs a lot more money. So you're stuck with the price tag of that, right? And that sucks. Well, it's definitely true. Nobody likes hearing that. I tell you what, I've run the numbers a cajillion ways, and they're all available on my YouTube channel. And the reality is that this is one of these things that you are going to save money on, to the extent that if you do it properly, you're going to save so much money over the life of this pump. The pump will have paid for itself fully, and then over again, multiple times over again. So you're to the tune of you're to the tune of plus thousands of dollars versus where you would be had you stayed with this older, inefficient style swimming pool pump. So it actually works for you in the long run, but it's one of these things you got to invest in, and you get it over the long term. Here's a fact. You would not accept the level of inefficiency that you have from these older style pumps that I'm talking about. You would not accept this in any other appliance in your home. It's crazy how inefficient they are and how much power they consume, especially if you're not really using it or dialing it in properly. You're just turning it on and letting it run all the time. Holy cow, they use a lot of power. And the new ones absolutely do not. They are so quiet. They can be programmed to use very, very little power. And as a result, the Department of Energy has now required that you're going to have to spend the money and get one. And they are thousands of dollars. There's entry-level ones that are probably, closer to the $1,000 range, something like that. Some of the biggest and bestest out there, going to be a couple of thousand. You are going to get a return on this, but it warrants mentioning here that you should invest in learning how to use it properly, how to schedule it properly for your swimming pool specifically, because that's how you're going to get your money back in this equation. You aren't going to get your money back if you buy the wrong one and you use it the wrong way, and it ends up costing a bunch to run anyway, and then ends up failing early. What the heck? It's because maybe you weren't using it right. But that's a whole different conversation. Pool pumps are vastly technical, and choosing the right one for your pool, that's a complicated question that I've answered a ton of times in this channel. So if you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video, watch my YouTube channel, check out those other videos, subscribe, and you can also go to swimmingpoolsteve.com.